Need more?
Negatives.
Need more? Yeah, I don't know, I'm just guessing.
Yeah, no, I love that.
We wanna know the whole, we wanna know the Siswood Lake thing. We have a guess, but we don't know. Yeah. I had to reread the last 2 years' note, all the minutes for the last 2 years from Parks and Rec. Do I have any?
Okay, we're gonna call the meeting to order. It is 7 PM. I'm gonna say everybody's name on the board, if you could say if you're here for the camera. So Ken Roman,
Here.
Gordy Anderson,
Here.
Janice Olson,
Here.
Matt Lauzerk is here, Mary Beth Tillmans.
Here.
Paul Ellers,
Here.
Jessica Casino.
Here.
Thank you. And as we stand up to do the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd like to remind everybody it's Veterans Day, so thank you to all the veterans out there. So on that note, let's pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Minutes of the previous meeting.
Is it the budget hearing from last year or this, or are we in the
That's
regular
right.
meeting?
We have to start with our
Oh,
public hearing.
that's right. I don't want to. All right, so I'm gonna open a public hearing, actually, I lied. So we have the 2026 town budget, so we're having a public hearing for comments or discussion on what we have put together. Everybody has a copy, correct?
On the back side of the sheet that has the public hearing is the condensed profit and loss its actual budget. You can see, you see it now? On the back side of what the public hearing, and then it has a special town board meeting. If you flip it over, Judy, on the back side.
The single page.
Nope, that's
No,
not
we don't have.
You know, she does,
Next one,
I see it.
second page.
You take one of
I
these.
can see it. It's right there, Judy. It's your other second sheet of paper.
Turn the back on this one.
There you go. Okay, now we're all on the same page. All right, looking it over, you can see at the very top for the income, it says taxes. That's the actual levy amount that will go onto everyone's tax bill that you'll pay your portion of. You can see that we have the change this year is about 0.5%, and that is within what is allowable by the state. If we exceeded that amount, then we would have to have gone for a resolution and approval from the public to exceed that amount. But because we haven't, that resolution is not necessary. So we did work on that, and we kept the numbers really like where we always had them. If you go down further, the biggest changes are debt service. The very last item on there, because we had a loan payment of the $78,612, that was for a new truck. But we don't have that anymore. So because we didn't have that, that amount could be applied to other areas where the money was needed. We didn't really have to make any cuts. We were able to do what was necessary. And is there anything else anybody wants to add? One of the bigger things that's on there is a total reval. That's on the agenda. Our assessments are now, we just got the letter, that'll be under the meeting, is at 50, a little over 50%, what the state figures we should be at. So the reval will bring everybody up to 100%. We need to pay for that, and that cost is going to be about $15,000. So we did do some budgeting for that.
So are there any questions, concerns with the budget? And this is a public hearing, so everybody here can vote if you're an elected to the town of Belleville. So,
That's the next part.
oh, yeah, but we have to close this
We close it.
by a vote.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, no, we don't have to.
No, you open it and then someone can, we can close it.
Oh, I thought I had to close it by vote.
No.
Okay, well then if there's nothing else, we'll move on to the part where you guys can vote.
Perhaps we should take a motion to close them.
That's what I was saying.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
thank you. Okay,
Okay. Now, we get to the part where we have to approve the 2026 highway expenditures, and that total is $427,500. And that's in your full budget, if you do want to look at that.
actually, we don't have it broken out completely
In,
on here. No,
oh, they didn't get the full one. That's
no,
just my
that's
request. Okay.
correct.
So if you want the full one, we have the full budget.
I move that we approve the total 2026 highway expenditures of $427,500.
I'll second the motion.
The motion is made and seconded, and being that this is a town meeting, this is a vote for everybody here. So the motion is made and seconded to approve the total 2026 highway expenditures. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. There's no opposed. So we have to adopt the 2025 town levy to be paid in 2026. And that number is $376,866. Are there any questions? Is there a motion to approve that number?
I so move.
I'll second.
Okay, the motion is made and seconded to adopt the 2025 town levy to be paid in 2026 for the amount of $376,866. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. There's no opposed. Now we do need a motion and a vote to close this portion, the special town meeting.
That's correct.
I move that we close that portion.
Second.
The motion is made and seconded to close the special town meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. There's no opposed. Now we can get back to where I started. We already did the roll call, pledge of allegiance, so now we can take up the minutes of the previous board meeting.
I'll make a motion, we approve the meetings of.
I'll second that.
The motion is made and seconded to approve the minutes of the previous board meeting. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say aye. There's no opposed. The clerk's report.
Just getting information together for the mill rates, information that I gather, and then I complete forms, and that is submitted then to the county to get ready for taxes. So that will be in process, and Janice will be handling that. Otherwise, everything else is good.
All right, thank you. The treasurer's report.
I move we accept the October 2025 treasury report.
I'll second
The motion is made and seconded to approve the treasurer's report. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. There's no opposed. Do we have any board comments?
Yeah, want to make sure that everybody knows that Rocky Posey donated his time and energy to make some trimmings to the trees that were gonna be in the way for when we put a shelter over the Liberty. Yeah, I think he removed only one tree and trimmed back a few other ones. So there should be, once we get the big posts out, we should be able to roll scaffolding back and forth by that. So very, very minor change. You probably wouldn't even notice if you went down there, you probably wouldn't even know that he did that anything. But anyway, so we're ready to go when the scaffolding is there and we start getting on that stuff, we're ready to go.
Thank you.
Want to say, yeah, want to make sure we thank Rocky Posey for this.
Any other comments? All right, correspondence. We do have some correspondence from the state of Wisconsin saying they're not in compliance for our reevaluation, which is on the agenda, so we'll get into that when we get there. But that's all I have. Does anybody else have any other correspondence? Committee reports? Go ahead.
I've been asked by the Cornucopia Community Library to report that $1,000 was donated to the following agencies to promote literacy and to promote reading. The South Shore Fire and Ambulance received $500. The Brick Food Shelf received, through the Cornucopia Food Shelf, received $200. South Shore Library School, $150. The Iron River Public Library, $50. Washburn Public Library, $50. And the Bayfield Public Library, $50 for a total of $1,000. Want to thank everybody that supports our book sale during the weekend of the fish fry where we have our book sale. So thanks to everybody that always supports that every year.
And I did get a
Thanks,
thank you
Judy. Yeah, nice
from
talking.
Bayfield.
You did, okay,
Yes.
I'll let them know, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other committee reports? Do you have a sanitary district report? No? Public comment? Any public comments? Okay, going into old business, we have the welcome to Cornucopia sign. And I'm assuming we don't really have a lot to talk about, but just so you can bring it up and
Yeah.
share it with us.
We did discuss replacing the Corny sign down on 13. And we do have funding, and we did put some money in the budget this year for additional funds to secure a new sign. And we did discuss this at Parks and Lands meeting, and in order to keep the ball rolling on this, it was suggested that maybe it would be a good idea to have a task force or a committee that would kind of shepherd this whole thing along. And so I would, I guess, like some inputs on whether that sounds like a good idea to the board.
I think that sounds like a good idea. I mean, working under the Parks and Lands,
Yeah.
with Parks and Lands, and yeah, I think that would work.
So it'd either be answerable to the Parks and Lands Committee or to the board, whichever you see fit.
It seems like Parks and Lands would be good because you guys are already working on it, so
So
you guys can come up with something and come to the board, and seems like a good fit. What does everybody else think?
Yeah, you get the appropriate place to do.
Brody, thank you for spearheading that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I'll make sure that we get some people that are vested and interested in it. And
When you say replace the sign, are you not just gonna move it? You're
well, we have
actually
to
gonna
move it. We have to move it.
Right.
So, but in moving it, we thought it'd be the
Right.
time to replace it with either an amended design or a whole new design.
Okay.
Because it's, you know, it's kind of dated in some ways, but to keep the same focus, I guess. We are Cornucopia, we need to respect that. So kind of leave that up to the committee, but it'll get back to the board, so it won't be something that will be done without board oversight. So,
And where does new sign going?
well, we have to pick a location as well. because, it can't stay where it is, obviously, because it's partially blocked, and, it would be nice if we could get it off the right of way. It would be a lot simpler. But, that may be difficult, I don't know, and still have it visible. And there are a couple locations that have been kicked around, but we'll just have to see what works with the DOT and the town.
It ought to be able to go where the love sign is, right?
That's in the right of way.
It is, okay. We got permission to put that up though, didn't we, or did we
No.
just do it?
No.
I love this town.
They're
You're asking forgiveness, not permission.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. No one's challenging, so, well, I mean, we'll work with the powers that be.
Yeah, what's that?
And make
You don't see
sure
the
that
sign.
we do it legally and, move the ball forward. So, but, we're trying to keep the board updated, so.
Maybe we can have AI do a Picasso rendering of a cornucopia or something.
There we go.
May I just ask, well, how much money did we get from Excel?
8,500.
And we put another 4, I believe, so we got 12,500,
That's all.
which I think we can do it. So do we need a motion on that? No?
Not if you guys are gonna be in control of the
Yeah.
committee.
So I thought not.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, adopt the 2026 town budget.
Well, I move we adopt the 2026 town budget as presented during our budget meeting.
As presented, no, not as a budget meeting.
At the budget hearing.
Hearing, right.
Budget hearing.
Yeah.
I'll second that motion.
The motion is made and seconded to adopt the 2026 town budget. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. All opposed.
Is it you going that second that?
Kenny,
Kenny.
Kenny.
Thank you.
All right, so we have electronics recycling to discuss. And I know in the email it said contract, so I put it on the agenda, but we don't have a contract.
you know, I thought she sent me a contract, but I can't find the email that had it on there. So, but anyway, just some background, there's a company that reached out to us. They work with like 48 other communities in the state of Wisconsin, and they will take all electronic waste that we're currently charging. We have to pay $25 for. They will take it. They will give us a box. When it's full, we call them, they will take it away. It's no charge to the town. We're thinking the recycle center might have like a $5 paneling fee, just in case stuff gets in there that shouldn't be in there, and then we gotta get it out and do that kind of stuff. So anyway, what's been costing everybody $25 will now only cost $5. TV sets, computers, all that stuff. They have a use for it, and they have a 90-day contract that, we can sign, and no strings attached, and if we like what's going on, then we can extend it. But there's absolutely no cost to the town of Bell for this service. Gordy, I know, I got an email back from Gordy. Gordy looked at it, he thought it was pretty slick. Tasha and I had a nice phone call with the people, and so I didn't really check any other municipalities to see if they were happy with them or not, but.
Well, the thing that impressed me the most is, they will not accept anything they cannot fully recycle, including plastics. They do it all, they don't landfill anything.
There's one exception. They won't take solar panels.
Right.
Yeah.
If they can't recycle it, they don't take it, which is huge, in this day where everything is, going to Indonesia or to someplace in Asia. And you don't know what they do with it. And this is, I think, a good cradle to grave type of program where, I mean, if it can be recycled, they will recycle, and they don't landfill anything. So I think it's great. I think it's quite a unique opportunity.
They'll have sheets available for what they won't take and what they will take, and that'll be all up at the recycle center. And so that'll be, everybody will know if we can take it or not. But most of the stuff they can take.
Mhm.
So anyway, I would move that we enter the 90-day temporary, there's better wording than that, and I apologize, but it's it's a trial contract for 90 days. And see how it goes, and then in a couple of months, we'll put it on the agenda, and then we'll see if we just want to enter in a full contract. But I'll move that we do that.
I'll second that.
COM2.
So, you have the contract, you got one?
No, I'll procure that and then probably get it for you to sign.
I'm not gonna vote yes on this without seeing the contract first.
Okay.
I mean, I would be fine with, I think it's a great opportunity, but I'm not comfortable with
That makes
that, so, I mean, I'd be okay with like progressing this, and if we had to have a special meeting for 5 minutes to look at a contract and sign it, I'm okay with that, but.
And I don't think there's any critical hurry here, so I will make sure we have contract. When I was in my computer yesterday, trying to print everything off, and I jammed the printer beyond repair.
Check that first email that she sent around. I think there might be a contract in
Yeah.
that.
I thought so too, but
Yeah,
I
because I sort of remember seeing something too.
couldn't find, well, so we can think, let's table this then. Till the next meeting.
Okay, so what do you wanna do with your motion?
I'll rescind my motion.
Okay. All right,
Did you second it?
I did second
yes.
it. I'll rescind my second.
Yeah, no, that makes, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, because like I say, if we wanna even do it next week or whatever, it doesn't matter, but
Well, when I get a contract in hand, I will contact you, and if we want to have a special meeting, then we'll do that. How's that sound?
perfect.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
No, that's perfect, yeah.
Is there anything else on that?
No, it just seemed like a no-brainer.
And I'm not positive, but I think this is the same outfit that collected the electronic waste at the hazardous waste pickup in August, I believe it was, in Washburn. Because that's all they were doing. They were putting it in those cardboard gailers.
Yeah.
And they were somebody from Wisconsin was doing it. I think it was this outfit. So that's,
Yeah, they have a way of processing it and then selling it.
yeah, they're extracting the usable.
Yeah.
Or the metals and stuff in it. So,
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
You bet.
All right, so purchasing a piece of property at the Cornucopia Airport. So I think this has been going on for 3 or 4 years now. There's a parcel of property that extends onto the runway that somehow was overlooked for a long time. And the owners of that property have offered to sell it to the town at a very reasonable price. And basically, we're using it already. We're using almost all of it, brushing and mowing and this airstrip. And it's 0.92 acres. And there was no offer made, like, this isn't the number that they wanted from the town, but this is their math. They used a piece of property that they had bought not too long ago and divided that by 1 acre, that comes out to $2,975.58. If you figure that into 0.92 acres, that's $2,737.54. So somewhere in there is what the town, they're comfortable with the town paying for that, which I think is more than reasonable and generous on their part. So I think if we're like $3,000 for that, an offer from the town would be more than reasonable to buy something we've been using for a long time. So that's where we're at. What are questions and concerns, motions, anything? We have to figure out how to pay for it. It's not, it was too late. It was done after we did the
Yeah, we
budget.
need a budget for it.
So we need to figure that out, which we could probably do
Well, you had,
throughout the year.
you guys had the $8,000 for the boats in the budget, right? For the Save the Boat? I think you guys
Oh.
did.
We
Yeah.
did.
So you've got,
We got the
there's an $8,000
Yeah.
cushion there.
Yeah.
I could take 3 of that.
Could be unexpectedly.
Yeah,
money
true.
Before.
True.
There will be a few other expenses. I think before, there was some estimation of the title company around $600 more for
Sure.
transaction.
Title fee and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
We probably, do we have to get it surveyed, you think?
It's been surveyed. Yeah.
I remember that.
Well, I move we,
I would just before that, I would, if, I guess, I don't know how to put this, a motion or our decision should probably be something like, we make this offer to them with a, you know, offer to purchase type agreement, and then figure out what we need to do from there. So, because I don't, it's not guaranteed that they're gonna accept this, but from all my dealings, that this is what they're comfortable with, so. But before I put words in anybody's mouth, I think that would be our,
can you make a motion?
yes,
Yeah.
I don't like to, but I will.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, but anyway, that's my thought on it, is,
Yeah.
that's what we should probably do.
I think it's time we make it square.
Yeah, it's been going on for quite a while, and
Yeah, I think we should put it to bed.
probably, yeah,
What was that, Jen?
Does it tell?
it's property, so.
Yeah.
Is it all buying or just selling? I know selling definitely does, but purchasing, I'm not 100% sure on. But either way, I would still make the same motion, I guess, at this time. That we move forward with offering $3,000 for 0.92 acres that we're currently using on our airstrip.
I would like to second that motion.
Any other discussion? So the motion has been made and seconded to offer $3,000 for 0.92 acres.
Mhm.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. There's no opposed.
If I may make a comment?
Yes.
We really don't know what the status of the second pond is going to be. But I'm just wondering if we're going to, go through the title search and things like that, it might not be a bad time to figure out what the sanitary district needs from the town. And maybe that can't be done at the same time, maybe that has to be a separate thing.
I think that's all separate.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think that's fine. I was just trying to kill two birds with one stone, but I think you're right, this probably should be separate.
All right. So moving on. We have the county zoning rewrite survey, and Mary Beth had sent this out, I don't know, a week or two ago. And I guess I'm sure everybody's had a chance to take a look at it. I would be, I guess I'm looking for the board to say it's okay that maybe like Ken and I just sit down and fill it out, because I don't know if we need to spend a whole meeting going through it.
Fine with me.
Fine with me.
It's a survey to the county zoning department on how their procedures are for interacting with the town, basically to make it short. So,
I've had no action with them, so I don't.
Yeah.
I made 5 copies that, before I came here, so anybody, if you wanna do it tonight, we can knock it out.
well, like I say, I don't think it's necessary for the board to sit around discussing it. It was meant, the form is meant to be filled out by one person anyway, but I thought I'd bring it to the board anyway and have that okay. But
Yeah,
I'd be more than fine with it.
yeah, Kenny's the head of the planning and zoning committee, so I'd be.
It's a planning and zoning.
And we knew this was coming. I mean, Phil and I went to a meeting last fall, last spring, I guess it was. And we kind of volunteered at that time, but they kind of like pushed us away, like, we seem like we have enough help, we don't need any more. So I don't know if the volunteers kind of fell off towards the end, and realizing, oops, not getting enough input, or what the deal was. But, yeah, we need to do it, get our input in there.
For sure.
So you're good with that?
I'm good with it.
Okay. All right, then we'll take care of that and get it back to the county.
Hello, no.
Okay. Mailboxes on town roads. Matt Hipsher, our foreman, had sent this out to us. And it's already been suggested that we put it in some kind of letter format and send it out with the tax bill. And I think that's a good idea. I don't know if there's any other discussion on that or inputs.
Great idea.
I think, Matt, would you want to do something like that before taxes? Take that
That would
email
be-
you sent
Be great.
and put out, however you want to word it, that applies to the town roads, and then we can have that with our tax bill.
We'll do that.
Okay,
Is that a good time to mention driveways?
As far as,
I mean, as far as
Well,
up to their
yeah.
up to the
what
standard.
Very few driveways are up to town standards. It wouldn't hurt to notify people that, what those standards are for the driveway.
yeah, we can include that.
I think that'd probably be a good idea. It'd be a good start, so it wouldn't blindside people if we ever have to enforce it.
yeah, mention that as part of it.
Yep.
All right, anything else on that? All right, we have the town reevaluation contract, and I think everybody should have seen that. We've already discussed this different times, but we never approved this contract, I guess, so to speak. So, and that's, on that note, I mentioned this under correspondence, we got the letter from the state of Wisconsin that we're not compliant with having our reevaluation done, which we knew that was coming, that's why we went through the whole ordeal of getting a new assessor, or part of it was nobody really wanted to do a reevaluation. So our assessor is going to do it, and I don't have that full up, you have the number? That was it.
Yeah,
I don't know, was it in this one? The contract price?
I think it's 15,000.
I think so. It's broken out.
15,000 plus supplies, which it does not include the supplies, which we're talking CD now.
Yeah, so this contract is $15,000 for the reevaluation, plus expenses for postage and supplies not to exceed $1,500. I think some other ones we had, estimates we had got was like,
28,000.
Yeah, it was up there. So anyway, this is something we need to do. Our assessor is going to do it, so we just need to approve this contract so we can get our assessment done. And when will this be completed? Totally.
By a total rebound, it has to be done. Are we not?
And
We have our open
December
book and what-
31st, 2026. Begin November 1st and
Yeah, they-
December 31st.
Oh, let her- I know that. She knows, because I'm sure she's gotten this. It must be by the end of the year, so she has to be, but we might want to double check that. Like the full value by 2026,
Yeah,
so it must be, doesn't say December 31st, but
well, that's what the contract says, so that's what we're going with, I guess.
and they know it.
Yeah. So this contract says, yeah, ending December 31st, 2026. So, that's where we're at. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So do we have a motion to approve the contract?
I move we approve the contract for reevaluation.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say aye. There's no opposed.
One question.
Yes.
Does that mean that they have to do physical site inspections on every property?
Supposed to.
I guess they
It
used
seemed
to.
logical to me, but I didn't know.
No, they-
And
they
I
already
believe
have to my
for the
house.
full revale, people have to give permission for them to go.
Yeah.
Where others, no, but this, yes. We were having that discussion like that.
All right, any other questions? All right, so now we need to post a job opening for the community center manager. Judy has been doing it for a long time, and thank you for that. She expressed. So we need to post this opening, and I would think we should probably make a decision at the next meeting.
Did you skip one here, Matt? Number 9?
No, we're on number
That's
seven.
So,
Oh, it's right there. My bad.
I skipped a few things today, but not that one.
Oh. I understand totally.
All right, so can we just post, or we should just post the opening like we have before, and then inquiries can be given more information, like our job duties and whatever. So we need to post a simple job opening that says, please inquire to, and I guess that should be me. So we can put something together and have that posted.
Sure, put it together and I can put it up.
Okay.
And then get it to Paul to put on the website.
Website.
I think there's a job description.
Yes.
That was done a long time ago, somewhere in the file cabinet, and we went. For some reason, it came to Parks and Lands one day to review, and so. It's been a while, it's an old one.
Yep, they all are, but yeah, that's what we're saying, so when somebody inquires, then they can get all the information, but we'll do a simple notice on the website and maybe put it in the paper.
should the
Last
job
time
description
you wanted-
be on the website?
Well, that, it could be on the website, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna post it, I would think you'd want the job description posted along with the opening.
I was thinking of the posting like in the paper and or on the posting boards and stuff, we don't wanna post the whole thing, but on the website, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
If we have an electronic copy of it.
Well,
We
the,
do.
the notice can say that it's, the description is available.
Or it could say it was available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it should be available.
Yeah, no, that's, if I get something electronic, it's a minute and a half to get it up there, so it's just not a big deal. So yeah. We did get it got changed, the planning commission members got changed.
Thank you. So for the paper, last time on the recycling, I put in the South Shore connection.
Okay,
So if you get that to me right away, I'll send that to her because I don't think so. Once,
mhm.
send it later.
Okay, we'll do that. Any other questions on that? Okay, we had a request for a whole season reservation at the Cisco Lake Campground. And somebody inquired about having a 26-foot camper there for the whole summer and wondering if that would be possible and what we would charge. So I don't know if that's even something we want to do, but what are the thoughts of the people here?
How are they disposing of their sewage?
I don't know. They'd have to take it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, if they're self-contained, which they have to be self-contained, I mean, they're not gonna make it through the whole summer. You have to move it at some point.
I'm wondering if they'd be willing to be campground.
Yeah, that's a campground host. That could be reflected in the monthly or annual fee.
Yeah, we'd have to see, I don't know what Washburn does for, but we, we don't have a sewer or anything like that up there, so it needs, what do we charge a night?
30,
30 for a camper.
and they have to be in designated spot. They can't be right along the
Like,
lakefront.
Yeah, if it's a 26 foot, it's got to go along, back up to the road there.
Well, they asked if it was possible to have site 5, so that was their request.
I think that's lakefront.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, I think is lakefront, so that would be a no.
I think it's, was it 9 through 7 or something
yeah,
like
they
that?
have to be back in the woods, they can't be.
They're the ones in the woods.
It's just a rules we posted on a couple of years ago.
It's
Yeah.
posted on the town website, the regulations, where they can and cannot go.
Is there water up there besides the hand pump?
There's a
Yeah,
solar power.
solar.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
And porta potty.
From May 1st to October 1st. Okay.
So I'm kind of assuming that the Parks and Lands would want to discuss this, because it's obviously not near time for the camping season yet, but I don't even know if there's an appetite from anybody to want to do that, so do you guys want to take it up, or do you want us to say no?
I'm gonna say no. I prefer not, unless they would agree to be a campground host and have someone on site. The trailer's gonna be there. I mean, what kind of a deal are they gonna get? I'm obviously not gonna pay $30 a night for the entire season. And if we cut them a deal, then someone else can say, well, where's my deal?
Yeah, that's right.
It's really not that's really not the place for that kind of a.
No, it really
I
is.
wonder if Herbster has hookups, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of believe it's not a road we even want to go down, but if we want to, we could have Parks and Lands figure out some kind of system for it, but I would be just as inclined for the board to say no.
Do we have a limit now, like a 2-week limit when?
14 days.
14 days.
I don't think we have.
And we couldn't provide what they want anyway. I mean, if they want to be on the lake, that's a non-starter.
Right.
Well, that was just a question.
Oh.
If this is possible, then we would like you to consider site 5, something like that. It wasn't like that was around the choice.
It was man, it was,
It wasn't the only thing. But
So there would be guaranteed income, I guess.
it would, but, I mean, the precedent has kind of been set because we did have a host there, but that was a whole different deal.
That was kind of a handshake thing.
That was a handshake agreement, yeah. But, and it worked out very well, but, I guess if somebody would be amenable to that, that would be a whole nother deal.
What was it?
I said, if they'd be amenable to being a host, I said, that'd be a whole nother deal.
Then we'd consider it.
We'd consider it.
Do you want to refer to us and we can get a hold of it
Yeah,
Or
which
someone
is what.
discuss. if you want to be a campground host? I mean, I don't want to just give them carte blanche, sure, you stay there a whole year, but, what price would we charge? And if they're a campground host, well, I don't know if it's public record, but we let the previous campground host, they stayed the whole season for no cost, but they were there every day.
yeah, I'm assuming these people aren't,
Yeah.
from the impression I got. I never talked to them, I just got an email, so.
My first impression is no.
That would be mine as well. I mean,
Well, then here's what I would, I guess, propose, is we vote no on giving out I would vote no on giving out a season pass for that. And then if you want to create a campground hosting, that would be a separate thing. That way we're not creating any kind of precedent for the seasonal deal. So I'm gonna make a motion that we, say no to the request to have a seasonal fee and a seasonal camper at the Cisco Lake Campground.
I'll second
The motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. All right, then I'll reach out to them and tell them what happened here and if they want to, if it would be possible for them to do a campground host type thing, that Parks and Lands Committee may set up some kind of deal with that.
Special arrangement, sure.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so we have a request for $150 donation to a CWD dumpster, which we have been doing for years. It's a collection site for, I guess, basically it just helps stop the spread of CWD. And I would say we should just donate $150 for it.
I will second that motion.
I'll make that a motion then. Yeah.
It's just easier that way.
I gotta hit my quota for the year.
Keep it track.
Who's gonna ask if there's a second to that motion?
Huh? Just too far ahead of me.
Backtrack.
Maybe you should make the motion and let Matt second.
All right, so the motion is made and seconded to donate the $150 to the CWD dumpster. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say aye. There's no opposed. All right, now we have to make a motion to go into the closed session.
I move we go to.
Oh, yeah. We should do the, second public comment period first.
The only public comment I have is wondering if we, with the contract for the electronics, if, because we're so close to the first of the year already anyway, if we should do some advertising on the website and that kind of thing, and then start the contract like January 1 through March, so it can be on, kind of on a quarterly
Mhm.
clean basis, but also we'd be able to do a little advertising so people keep their stuff for a month before they dispose of it.
Yeah, because we don't make any money.
No,
No.
We have to haul it over to Ashland
right.
and they charge us for everything, so yeah.
No, it's just a thought to put
Well,
it.
they kind of have some information up there. I talked to Andrew and he said, people are asking about it, so I'm not sure if, they must have a sign up there
Okay,
about it. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt to put it on the website page, so.
but just because I think a lot of people use the website for information about the recycling center as much as they do for anything else, you know?
Well, the hours change all the dang time up there. That's the hard thing.
All right,
And
any
then
other
I have a
public
question
comments?
for Mary Beth. Mary, when they do the evaluations or the assessments, what actual percent of places end up getting done? Because if people have to give permission, how many people just say no?
They make appointments. If you say no, then they have to assume what they can see. And
Okay,
they'll give an assessment. Usually that assessment will be well over what it probably is
Yeah.
because they need to make their numbers.
okay,
And then the person, when that happens, they usually always give a call because they're not happy because they didn't let them in and the number's excessive. But they can only go, they try not to be excessive, but they have to come up with a number and
Yeah.
their best guess.
I was just curious how successful they really are, for being.
Our last assessor, they had like 5 or 6 people going all around, so they made appointments and you were sent a certified notice that your appointment was going to happen at this time.
Do you remember what year that was? We've had one since we have been up here, since 2002 we were involved with.
Boy, I would say probably 8 years ago, at least 10.
I think it was a little more.
Yeah, we've only had one.
Okay.
I
It's,
thought it was like 15 or 12 or something.
maybe it's 10 years at least.
Is that a walk
Yeah.
around the
There
property
was
and
a-
house, or is that through the house?
They will come in,
Okay, okay.
they walk around and they'll come in too, take a look.
Just so they don't look in my closets.
I think they've seen it all.
I know. I was a public health nurse, I've seen it all.
Any other public comments? All right, so we have a motion to go into closed session.
I move we go into closed session.
There's a second.
All set.
Motion is made and seconded, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Closed session. Minutes.
Eve, what day is that?
We have our seasonals.